Hi guys, how's it going? I'm Eliza and welcome to another vlog. I just wanted to touch base and obviously say thank you as per always for watching my videos. I do always appreciate your comments and your feedback and any sort of ideas or whatever. It's always greatly appreciated. And if this is the first one you're watching, welcome, and I hope that you can enjoy it. So I guess I've had a couple of days to process since my younger brother and sister left for Europe for 6 months. It is a little bit like grieving, you know, and maybe I am just a bit of an extra sook, and I'm not ashamed of that, you know. They're also my friends, they're not just my siblings. You know, I choose to hang out with them as well. So I'm going through a little bit of that, and I guess it just sort of reminds you of the roller coaster that is life. And perhaps that's obvious to everyone, but, you know, it's just such a good analogy for so many things, and that's what I kind of thought I would do my vlog on today. Just like a roller coaster, life is pretty much non-stop. You cannot just get off onto the platform, take a pause, take a breath, regroup, reflect. It's constant, and sometimes there's going to be enjoyable times, and sometimes there's going to be some pretty awful times. Unfortunately, that is life, and we're all going to go through that. But I guess talking about that and relating it back to a roller coaster, it's just interesting how we adapt and how we adjust, and, you know, perhaps different perspectives of the way we deal with certain things can really impact or influence how we, I guess, move forward and go on and deal with these sorts of emotions, these ups and downs that we all have to go through. Which is bullshit, I may just add. Everyone's like, you don't want to be happy all the time. I was like, are you fucking for real? Yeah, I kind of do. But I understand, you know, if you don't have the lows, how can you possibly have the highs? So yeah, but that again is another argument. I like the idea and the sound of being happy all the time. You know, the sound of that, like, that's not bad to me. Maybe I'm crazy. How radical of me. You know, life can sometimes make you feel caged or trapped or locked in to something. But we as humans, we find a way to fight it. We find a way to feel some kind of freedom and escape. Life is very much a roller coaster if you think of the analogy. You pretty much can't get off until it's over. I guess with the roller coaster, you're always moving, you're always having the highs, you're always having the lows, and kind of like life, you go through the swings of emotions and good times in your life and bad times in your life and difficult times in your life, depending on what's happening at the time. The thing with the roller coaster is you're kind of just going, and everybody wants to be on that platform at the time. You just want that stability, kind of like in life. But the fact of the matter is you cannot get onto that platform. Nobody can. Everybody is stuck on this roller coaster, and all going to go through the good times and the bad times and the hard times and the wonderful times and the exciting time. You're also going to go through successful times. I guess the analogy with not being able to, like, get on that platform is a pretty good analogy for life. Life is not stable. Things are not stable, your environment isn't stable, the world isn't stable. You yourself as a person, as a growing entity, adult person, whatever, you are constantly changing. There isn't stability. If we were stable, we wouldn't be growing, we wouldn't be learning, we wouldn't be doing anything. Just like the earth, it is constantly moving. I don't think we actually ever know stability, ever. I guess just like on a roller coaster, you can pick different seats, you can have different views at different times, if you're sitting at the front or you're sitting at the back, and you can kind of look at that in life. If you know, you want to be a leader at some point, and you sit in the front seat of this roller coaster, and you may be able to choose where it goes sometimes, and maybe you might be able to choose by where you sit in this roller coaster. I hope we're getting that we're talking, you know, when I say roller coaster, I'm talking about life as well, so this is going to be a little bit of a metaphorical sort of vlog. Anyway, I guess sometimes, depending on where we're placed on this roller coaster or situated in life at the moment, we just try and make sense of it the best we can, and whether we share that experience with friends or family, partners, whatever it is, you know, you sometimes have to just take that leap of faith, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, and in the times that it doesn't and it turns to shit, you just make the next decision. You just have to keep going forward. I've said that before like a million times, but, you know, I just wanted to say it. And I guess some seats, depending on where you sit on this roller coaster, just like life, there's going to be scary moments, there's going to be frightening moments, there's going to be exciting times and enjoyable times, times filled with laughter, times filled with tears, with all sorts of emotions. There's also going to be some people who pick the same seat every single time. They don't want to take charge. They don't want a different perspective. They don't want a different view. They're happy with where they are. They can expect where to go. They know where they're going. They're content and satisfied with just being there. I guess that's fine, but I think if you've watched any of my videos, you know my opinion about trying to experience different things, and it all it does is makes us better people and more knowledgeable and wiser and accepting and less narrow-minded, I think. Just like a roller coaster, I think the thing with being on this sort of platform, what that represents is that time to pause, that time to just breathe, and we've all wanted that in specific times in our life, or maybe at different times in different situations where we've just wanted the world to stop. We've just wanted everybody else to just pause so that we can, get our bearings and take a second to reflect and think and just take everything in and just pause. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen, and no matter how much you want it to, no matter how fair it seems and it should be that way, it doesn't. The world is literally going to keep spinning. People are going to keep going forward and doing their thing, and you have to keep up with that. And if you don't, that's when you almost fall behind, or you let it get too much. It becomes overwhelming. It's still so important to take those moments to breathe, to reflect and do all of that. I guess the trick is actually trying to be able to do it while you're in constant motion, while you're going through day-to-day life on this roller coaster, and being able to manage that. And that's the challenge. And I think that is how we differentiate ourselves from those people who are just happy to stay comfortable. We want to fight those challenges. We want to overcome them, and that helps us grow. And you could look at the roller coaster like going on a loop. You're going to come around again, and you may be faced with the same situation, but the fact is that you have done that extra lap. You are wiser. You have grown. We are humans. We learn. We have higher order thinking. It's especially important to take those times to regroup, because we need self-nourishing. We need time to look after ourselves, whether it's taking a day off work, going on a holiday, having a bath, taking a walk on the beach, spending time with friends or family or partners, whatever it is, watching Netflix and chill. You have to self-nourish. You have to look after yourself, and these sorts of things help us enjoy the ride a little bit more, get through life that little bit easier. And so hopefully the lows don't last as long, and there's longer between those lows, so that we can enjoy it more, and so that we can have a little bit just more of an enjoyable time. We can have a life that we want. And like I said, pick your seat, move to the front, lead, change it, whatever you have to do to make yourself comfortable, to make yourself enjoy life and get through those challenges and those tough emotions which we all as humans go through. I guess despite the fact that we don't necessarily know where we're going to end up, we have to try and enjoy the ride anyway. It's important, whether you have faith in religion or just faith in general, it's important to try and make the most of things. Make the most of life and your opportunities and what's around you. The world is a fucking incredible place, just saying. And I guess, trying our best to enjoy the ride as we go, that's my type of faith, my friends. That's how I get through, believing that no matter what the situation is, whatever arises, is that I have to be confident in myself to be able to deal with that situation. Like I said, even if I fuck up this time, next time I'm going to make sure I make the best decision that I can, or the decision that I learn doesn't work, I'm not going to try again. We grow, we evolve. That's humans. I'll learn the skills and find the tools that I need to as I go along. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to get onto that platform. I have to do it as I go, and that takes time. It takes practice. It's not an instinct. It's almost against our instincts. We want to fight. We want to freeze. Think of our amygdala. Like, our bodies are programmed to think certain things. We have to overcome that. We have to learn how to look after ourselves in today's world. And although I guess it doesn't seem like there's any stability, you can find comfort in the fact that we're all in this situation. We're all on our own version of roller coaster, and we're not all at the same spots. You can jump between different roller coasters, but the point is you can't get off of one, alright? That's the whole point I'm getting at, is that even though we're all on this, there are going to be times that are good. There are going to be times where you can catch your breath, and sometimes it's harder when the times are tough, but you can do it with practice and accepting that what you do can help you change and change your environment if you make the call to do it. There's a couple of options. You either stick with it or you change it. You know, and don't get me wrong, there's going to be moments like flashes, glimpses of stability and calm, and that's good, and we want that for sure. And it's those moments that I think that we reflect on, and those moments that we grow, and those moments are the ones that we go back and remember, and we think, yeah, shit, that moment was significant. That helped me become the person I am today, and I'm sure of it, because before that I would have made a different call, and now I know better. And those moments, you know, they might be short, but those will shape you. They will help you become a better person. And I know I'm always raving on about doing different things and trying new things and getting and sharing ideas with other people and experiences and stories, so that we can just be more knowledgeable and have a deeper understanding of what the hell is going on in this world. And you know, I know we all want to know the end game, the final chapter, the conclusion, the summary, the big bang, how it ends, everything like that. But we're going to get to the end. Don't worry. We're all heading in the same direction, but we'll get there, you know, and the roller coaster will stop. So in the meantime, though, I think just all you can do is buckle up and try and make the most of it. Share it with friends, share it with partners, share it with family, share it with strangers, whatever at the time, you know, to give yourself a different view, a different perspective, and hopefully a more positive view on life. Because if we go through life a little bit more positive, I think overall it has to work out well, right? Two positives make it positive, or two negatives make it positive, or is that they both make it positive? Whatever, I'm just saying, if there's more positive people, I think overall it's only going to be better for the world, and just us in general. I'm going to leave that there for now. Thank you again to those who have been watching, who have been commenting, who have been liking. I always get a kick out of seeing that. It always blows my mind, and I'm just really grateful for that. And obviously, any new viewers, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, I hope you enjoy the next one. And for everybody else who have always been watching, thank you as per always. It is awesome to know, and I really do appreciate it. It's just cool. I always say that, but it's just really cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go enjoy some of this sunshine. It's a beautiful day today. This is the second day of like sunshine and blue skies, and I'm pretty sure it goes to shit tomorrow. And while winter lasts, I'm gonna make the most of these blue skies. And I also have an assignment due next week. So again, I may not actually post another video till next week, but anyway, until then, peace out. Thanks guys.